list too. Okay. All right. Yeah, that was great. That was great. Okay. My next question. My next question is, on average, how many calls or meetings does it take before you build a solid relationship with a customer? Or I mean, or in your in your shoes, a business or a company.
I can't control my looks.
Every business is different. Every company's different. Their needs are different. So the makeup of their business is different. So the biggest, building the relationship is building trust and fulfilling, trying to find out where their needs are and where their pain points are. Once you find their pain points and are able to find a solution, that's your relationship is being built on trust. So if they can start trusting that you'll fix or help them with their issues. But to answer your question, I feel like sometimes it happens. You hit it off with the leadership of that company in one or two calls. There's times that because there's a personality clash, although they would they continue to do business with you, you may never really build a true relationship with them. It's a transactional relationship. It's based on the product that you're selling, and they're just buying from you because you have the product. And so that's a wide answer to narrow that down. But I would say on average, you're probably 3 to 4 meetings before you're really starting to build value and bring something to the table, because you don't ever want to have the solutions on day one. You want an excuse to come back.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And piggyback off that, can you describe the process your most complex customer had to go through before making a purchase decision?
It's really diving in and knowing what questions to ask to pull out the pain points. Figuring out where their needs are. A lot of times when they come to start buying from us or starting that relationship to buy from us, it's because their current supplier and their current product line that they're carrying has let them down or cost them time and money. That's the only two things that contractors and business owners are worried about is time and money. They never have enough of either one of them. So if I can come in and show you how to make more time and how to make more money, then I'm taking a step in the right direction. But I would say that typically, the other company, their current supplier has to stub their toe and cost them time and money before we get a shot. And our product has to be better than what they're selling. But that can, what they had to go through, they've got to go. Most of the time, a larger company's got to go through some major pain before they change.
And wait, what do you mean by major pains? As far as them messing up the products?
Costing them money, costing them time. That's painful when you're running a business. When you're running on a national leverage of 3 to 4% gross profit margin.
Oh yeah.
You don't have much money or time to waste. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Definitely. And how does your product or the service you provide to these companies? How does because we just talked about you basically bringing them money and time. You're going in the right direction. How does the products you bring to these companies bring them money or help their companies run more efficiently?
It starts with support. So we train them on the product. We train them on services. We have services that we provide. With whether it's warranty, co-op, and advertising, whether it's training, business development, whether it's product development, all of those things make you more efficient in the field.
100%.
And so when we make a commitment to help them grow and help them find that commitment, or you got growth opportunities, then it makes it a lot easier. That's how our product makes them more money. We're not the cheapest on the market, so
100%.
that allows them to make more gross profit margin.
100%. So what stands out from y'all product? Because you just said y'all are not the most cheapest on the market. So in the price side, so the price definitely isn't standing out. So what's something that stands out throughout your product than everyone else's?
Just some of the technical things of the equipment. I mean, I can get into the weeds on that, but our manufacturer doesn't cut corners on the product and on production. So we have a coil that's different than any coil in the market. It's more efficient. We have fewer breakdowns. We have our compressors and fan motors, which they have their longer run times, but we have fewer breakdowns because of they run cooler. We have some our compressors. We have oil sumps in our compressors that pump oil to the top of the compressor so it doesn't do a dry start.
Yes,
I know none of this means anything to you, but these are the things from a technician standpoint
that matters,
that make a difference and make the equipment run longer and last longer. So you have fewer breakdowns.
100%.
You have fewer callbacks.
100%. So do you to go to my next question, do you usually work a part of a team to serve customers or more independently?
Well, the TMs our sales guys are out on their own.
Yeah.
But they've got a team of people behind them back in the office that can help them grow.
Yes, sir.
So yeah, there's a team of people, support school. We call our support services that are there for to help them grow. So yes.
Okay. Yeah, and we're coming up to like the last couple of questions too. What part of your role do you find most rewarding?
Helping small business owners become successful. Taking a company that's got one or two trucks, one or two guys in the field, helping him. Let him tell me what his goals are, what his sales gols are, and where he wants to take his company. If he wants his company, to be, 10 trucks on the road, and he wants to, retire and have a cabin in the mountains of Montana, then let's figure out a path to get you there.
Yes, sir.
And so that's the most rewarding part, is taking somebody that puts up a shingle, doesn't know how to run a business, and teaching him how to run a successful, profitable, healthy business. That's the most rewarding part.
Yes, sir. I love that. And what part is the most challenging?
The most challenging sometimes is our own people internally. But from a customer's perspective, we say we want to be, we want to do X, but we don't want to put in to do so. That sometimes becomes the most challenging. Is getting a guy to actually fulfill his commitment based on the dreams and his aspirations that he says he wants.
100%.
And so you can tell me where you want to go, but if you don't
work for it,
if you don't work for it and strive to get there, then you'll never make it. You know what I mean?
120%. And that was, I didn't mean to cut this in there, but that was a whole part, like, of how we lost last week. We literally had a meeting, and that was our first thing we talked about this week was passion. You got to show me your passion, because coach felt like he didn't see enough passion on the sideline or enough passion last game. Because a lot of people said, y'all want to do this, y'all want to do that. But when we out there, we don't see it. And that just correlated directly with what you just said. But all right, what opportunities exist for someone who wants to enter this industry?
What opportunities are there? Well, I mean, there's all kinds of opportunities. There's from the contractor standpoint, there's business opportunities to own your own business. There's sales opportunities within that sales. Within that sales. Within the contractor's business. Sorry, I was in traffic, but
oh no, you good.
There's business, there's side of the wholesale side of it, so you can get in the support and technical side of the wholesale side. So there's sales doing what I do. There's the technical aspect of it. There's marketing and advertising aspect of it. So there's all kinds of opportunities to get into our industry. You can get into it as a technician. If you wanted to work on equipment, you can do that. But this is it's a really good industry to be in. You know, I talk to people all day long that never graduated high school but are running multi-million-dollar businesses. You know, so
Yes, sir.
So if you want to work hard, you can be very successful and very profitable in this industry. So.
All right, yes, sir, yes, sir. And that will wrap up our interview. Thank you so much for taking this time out your day to listen to me. I appreciate it so much, and I learned so much in this interview.